Hi everyone, welcome to PyNet Labs. My name is Jatin and I'm working as a corporate trainer with PyNet Labs. I have delivered 6,000 hours of trainings till date, and I have trained over 1,000 plus candidates and corporate sponsored network engineers, and as well as I have also delivered corporate clients. So my student base range from the global offshore clients, networking professionals, and the candidates like the employees who are working in the production and around the globe as well. So I have also delivered trainings for corporate clients and Cisco, and as well as I have delivered CCNA plus automation for Gale in 2021 for cool technologies, and like I have delivered for 50 plus public batches for CCNA, CCNP and code. So I will be your instructor for this entire training of CCNP and code, which we guys are planning for. Now, talking about the introduction part to the Cisco, guys, we are going to start our training with this ENCOR syllabus of Cisco. So let's talk about CCNP ENCOR. So we all have enrolled for this training, which is your CCNP ENCOR, which is your CCNP ENCOR. And guys, what used to happen in previously, there were three different exams, like before 2, 3 years ago, if you're planning to go for CCNP exams, there were three exams which you have to go for. The first exam was your CCNP route, which was for CCNP routing. The next one was your CCNP switch, which was for your switching exam. The third one was your CCNP T-shoot. So, before like Cisco had made some changes with the syllabus, so you have to go and appear for all these three exams separately, or if you want to go and appear for the first, like you can go for like separate exams, and like this you have to go for these three exams. But now it's not like that. You don't need to go with these three exams separately to get your CCNP badge. Now Cisco has done some changes, and it has also changed the name as CCNP ENCOR, which is like an ENCOR is nothing but the routing and switching. Now, why do we call it as ENCOR? We need to understand that first. ENCOR stands for Enterprise Network Core Technologies. So it's Cisco Certified Network Professional, and ENCOR stands for Enterprise Network Core Technologies. And the version paper code which we are going to discuss in this training is 350.401. So this is the paper code of CCNP Enterprise which we are going to cover up. And like once you are familiar with these topics and concepts which we will be discussing, then you will be easily able to troubleshoot and manage the enterprise networks. Either it's a wired or wireless networks, and you'll also learn to implement some security implementations, some security fundamentals, or some automation programmability within the enterprise networks, and to how to overlay the network by using some SD access and SD-WAN solutions as well. So this is what we are going to look out in this entire training. And now the thing is, who are the targeted audience who are going to enroll for the CCNP training? So if you are like you can say mid-level network engineer, a mid-level network engineer, so you can go for this training, as well as like if you are working as a network admin, you are allowed to go for this training. And if you are a network support technician or help desk technician, then you are definitely allowed to go for this training. Guys, there was a prerequisite previously that if you want to go for CCNP exam, you must be having the CCNA certification. So if you have the valid CCNA certification, then only you are eligible for CCNP examination. This was the scenario before 3 years ago, but now it's not like that. So Cisco had done some changes with the curriculum and with the paper codes as well, with exam pattern as well. So let's say now if we are talking about the present scenario, if you want to get the batch of CCNP certified engineer, then you have to go for two exams. The first is your core exam, plus the next is your concentration exam. Now, what is this core exam and what is this concentration exam? Let me explain you guys. Like Cisco come ups with every every certification has its own we can say unique paper code, and every certification has their own unique level to go with. Let's say if you are going to plan for CCNP. So CCNP itself has 5 certifications, 5 or 7 certifications. So let's write separately here. Let's say if you are going for routing and switching is also separate certification for routing and switching. Then after routing and security, we have like routing and switching, we have security, we have collaboration, we have data centers, then we have service providers as well. So these are some certifications which we have with the CCNP part as well. So routing and switching is known as ENCOR. If you are applying for security, so it's SecCore. And if you are going for collaboration, it's CL core. It's for data center, it's DC core. And for service provider, it's SP core. So these are some certifications, guys. So, from all of these certifications, you have to select your certification. Let's say we all are here for the enterprise version. So if we have to select this ENCOR, let's say we have selected CCNP routing and switching, our paper code will be ENCOR 350401. So here you say ENCOR examination. You have selected your ENCOR certification. Now, again, moving on the concentration exam. Now, you know what CISCO has done some changes. Now you have to appear for 2 exams if you want to get the batch of CCNP certified engineer. So in that case, you have to go for the core exam or for the concentration exam. So this is the list of your CCNP, core exams. Now, if you are planning to go for ENCOR concentration exams, again, concentration exams offers you some various certifications like, we can say in concentration exams, we have NRC, advanced routing and switching, and we have, SD-WAN, we can say NSD-WAN is there. We have an auto, which stands for an automation. So like there are separate certifications for concentration exams like designing network, wireless networks, automation. So that is something like where you are building your core expertise. So let's say you have selected CCNP ENCOR and in your concentration exam, you have selected NRC, which is advanced routing and switching. Now you have to go with along both of these exams, then only you will be getting the badge of CISCO certified network professional. But if in case you have only appeared for this ENCOR exam or either you have appeared for this NRC exam, then you will not get the badge of CCNP. For let's say for one exam, either it's core or concentration. So if you have appeared for only one exam, then you will be known as CISCO Certified Network Specialist. You will not be considered as CISCO Certified Network Professional. So to get the badge of Network Professional, CISCO Certified Network Professional, you have to go with concentration as well as the core exam. So you have to clear both of the combination of the exams and let's talk about the curriculum which we are going to discuss and whatever the topics we will be discussing. So if we are talking about the CCNP examination, like as we have enrolled for this CCNP training, so let's talk about CCNP ENCOR. So like when you are going for the enterprise exam, it's 35401. So it's a 120-minute of exam. And in this 120-minute of exam, like the exam fees is approx around $300. So you can verify it on Google according to the regions. The fees is different from the regions. It is like GST taxes are also included in this particular fees. And there are no formal prerequisites now. No formal prerequisites to go for, CCNP examination. So previously it was like, you must be having some CCNA certification if you want to go for CCNP examination, but it's not like that now. So like as such, no prerequisite is there, but if you have 1 or 2 years of experience over network devices or as some network engineer or help desk engineer, so you must be having an idea how to implement the enterprise network solutions, which is recommended by the CISCO, and good knowledge about CCNA is quite mandatory if you are going for CCNP certification. So yeah, but it's not like that you have to go with CCNP certification first. But yeah, you must have a sound knowledge of the concept of CCNA because in CCNA we discuss the basic things. So this is like no formal prerequisite. You can directly go for CCNP examination and the certification is valid for 3 years. So as such, these are the prerequisites to go for the examination and like what kind of questions you guys will be getting in the examination, like approx some 100 to 120 questions you will be getting in your examination. So like, the minimum passing marks is like 825 out of 1000. So you have to clear your exam if you have got the minimum passing marks. And what kind of questions you will be getting, like you can get some drag and drop kind of questions, and you can get some true false, you can get some objectives. Like mostly the entire paper is consist of the MCQs, but those MCQs will be like might some scenario based questions, some real life questions, or some concept based questions, or some true false kind of questions, and some drag and drop. So questions like this we will be getting in your exam, and you have to score at least 825 marks out of 1000 to clear your CCNP examination. This is what I'm talking about the ENCOR part, and the same applies with the NRC part as well. Now, once you have completed the core exam, you have to go for the concentration exam. And in concentration, let's say you are going with the NRC examination. So with this exam of NRC, you'll test your knowledge on implementing and troubleshooting the advanced routing and switching services. Like we have some VPN services, infrastructure services, infrastructure security is there, and automation is there. So things are like that will be covered in the NRC part. So now what exactly the exam topics we are going to cover in this entire training of our CCNP. So we have CCNP 35401, 350401. So this is the paper code which we will be discussing. So first of all, we are going to discuss with the architecture. And this architecture is nothing but it consists of some 50% of exam weightage, 15%. Then after architecture, we are going to look more in detail about the virtualization part. So virtualization is something which consists of 10% of the exam weightage, and infrastructure is also there. So infrastructure is going to cover your 30% of the part for your entire examination. Then after we have network assurance. Like in this network assurance, we'll have some troubleshooting and some network tools, which we will try to see like syslog and all these things. Then we have some security part. In the security is consist of 20% of exam weightage. And then lastly, we do have the automation part. So in this automation, like it's 15%. So this is for the CCNP certification where we are going to discuss all these things. So let me show you quickly over the official website of CISCO, from where you can verify what exactly you are going to learn in this part. And like, you know, as I already told you that you will definitely learn to implement the security principles, and you will be able to manage, configure, troubleshoot the wired or wireless networks as well. And they see basically this is kind of, you know, it's a this training will be a very interesting training, because like we are going to discuss each and every of the topic which, you know, will help you to configure, troubleshoot, or manage the wired wireless networks, as well as it will help you out to implement the security principles within the enterprise network. So these are the things which we will look out. So let me share my screen and let me show you what is the official content says. So this is the official content. So according to this official content, each and every point which is written here on this objectives of CISCO official website, we are going to cover each and every part, like OSPF version 2, version 3, all these things. EBGP is there, LISP is there. So like we are not gonna skip any of the thing. We are gonna cover each and every keyword which is written on this official page. So like we'll create some theoretical sessions first of all. Then after completing the theoretical sessions, we will be moving towards the practical sessions. We'll see the labs as well. So each and everything we are going to see, and see as on the official website of it's already written that what is prerequisite, that implementation of enterprise LAN network, basic understanding of routing and wireless connectivity, and some basics of Python scripting. So each and everything from the scratch we are going to cover up, because as such it's a very good news that you don't need to have any kind of other certification if you're going for ENCOR training. So that's all we are going to cover in this entire training of our CCNP. So this is what you guys will be getting from PyNet Labs. So we'll start with the next of the topics in the upcoming videos. So I hope that was pretty much fruitful to everyone. So thank you everyone.